after being swallowed by a hippo. Hey guys, it's CMRJ, and that means you can call me RJ. Today I'm doing a book recommendation video, although this is more of an author recommendation if I'm honest. It's some books by an author I love who I feel doesn't get enough recognition, and to be candid, I just feel like there should be more of a fandom surrounding his books. I need someone to talk about these books with, so get on that. But before I say anything else, make sure you like and subscribe, hit that bell button so you're notified every time I post, and comment down below any book recommendations you have for me. So, this author, Mull, he's written a lot of good stuff, and I'm going to talk about my favorites, because I don't have all of his books, because I'm okay with that, but he has this vibe of books that's very fantasy and very YA, and I love it. So, my all-time favorite from him so far would have to be Five Kingdoms, I think. Isn't that awesome? This is a 5-book series, and I love it so much. I think it's so well done. My brother also thinks that, but he would disagree for which is the best. But this is my channel, so I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. Five Kingdoms is a 5-book series about this kid Cole who accidentally ends up in this place called the Outskirts after a haunted house goes wrong. Throughout the series, he learns the magic of the world that he's found himself in and meets a lot of really interesting people along the way, including a girl named Mira, leading to a quest to fix the broken world that he's found himself in. There's magical items and things no one can explain, and he just sort of stumbles his way through it, trying to make it home. I'm a fan. One of the characters is totally my type, and I love it so much. Like, there's tropes that I love, it's just well written, all of it, I'm a fan. Another favorite is Fablehaven. That's what introduced me to his writing, so it has a special place in my heart. It's another 5-book series, this time about siblings, Seth and Kendra, who get stuck at their grandparents for some time in the summer while their parents go on holiday. I think they were going on a cruise or something, I can't remember, I need to reread them. Fully expecting to hate every second there, Seth and Kendra soon realized that there's magic there that they had no idea even existed. Like, things like mystical creatures are real, like fairies, satyrs, and also things like witches and imps. So they find themselves having to save their family and maybe the world. It's such a good series. Like, it's a good way to introduce yourself to his world of books because there's magic and mythical creatures and action that's well written, and the characters are interesting, and just he puts it all together so well. And they're not big books. Like, my poor book is dying, but that's one thing. Get the hardcover if you can, because his books are not physically very well published. Like, my poor book is taped. The cover is taped on because it came off. That was not my fault, but it did happen. So I would recommend the hardcovers, but they're not super big books. There's 5 of them, but you know, they read quick and easy. I mean, they're YA, you know, so there's not a lot of words and there's pictures. But they're just so good. They're such good books. And they're the kind of books that are like, definitely like kid friendly. Like, you could read it at a younger age, but as I've gotten older, I still love them every time I read them. So I'm a big fan of that. Of his books, I've also read Beyonders, which is a trilogy. Of these 3 series, this was my least favorite, but that's not to say it's not good. In fact, Beyonders is my brother's favorite. He wants me to reread it. Well, he's read Dragon Watch and really likes those too, but I can't speak for those because they're not all out yet and I refuse to read them until they're all out. So those might be his favorite, but he really likes Beyonders and I did not love them as much. Anyways, Beyonders starts similarly to the others when Jason ends up in Lyran after being swallowed by a hippo. Just bear with me, okay? Well, it doesn't even really make sense in the book, but they did that on purpose. It makes sense, I promise. Eventually he finds himself in a search for a word, which is spread through Lyran, their world, separated by syllables, and that puts a target on his back, but it's too late to back out now. He meets people who can help, but if he can do it is anyone's guess. It has a pretty good storyline and everything, but if I remember correctly, it had a bit of one of the things from my 5 Things You Can't Do in Books video, which I'm sure I'll have linked somewhere. Keep in mind, like I said, I haven't read Dragon Watch because it's not allowed, but I have heard nothing but good things about that, so I'm super excited about those. That was my book/author recommendation. I hope you enjoyed it. Comment down below if you decide to read anything I've mentioned. I cannot wait to hear about it. Believe me, I would love to talk about these books with someone other than my brother. Well, that's all I have for now. Come back next Thursday for another video. Catch you later. Bye.